Hello, you lovely duck. So, this one was a bit more spontaneous. Before I start, I just want to say sorry for no videos. If they, um, my internet wouldn't connect or something. I don't know what happened, but to that I can make videos, which was very upsetting. So, as it's September tomorrow, really? Like, let's just, whoa. Back up. Back the fuck up. It's September tomorrow? Holy shit. Where has this year gone? Like, seriously, where's this year gone? So, because it's September tomorrow, and what happens in September? School starts again. Yeah, that dreaded S word. School. In my case, that dreaded C word. College. Yeah. So, as someone who recently left school about 2 years ago, I thought it'd be a good idea to give you some tips on how to survive secondary school if you're going to year 7. So tip number 1. As soon as you get homework, do it the same day you get it. So like when your teacher gives you homework, do it when you get home on the day that you get it, and then probably hand it in like either do it at lunchtime or do it at home, then give it in the next day. But do not leave it at the last minute. I have done that loads of times. I can't remember how many times that I have left my homework to the last minute. Yeah, I just remember. I remember one moment where I was in my RE and I was thinking, I was actually packing my bag and I thought, I need to do something for RE, but I just can't remember what it was. And I was like, shit, I need to do my homework. So I almost went to school without doing my RE homework, and I would have got detention for that. So yeah, do it as soon as you get it, because it'll make your life 1,000 times easier. Tip number 2: do not argue with the teachers. I have only done this to one teacher, and he was a prat. He was a ginger-haired Irishman who I actually still despise because I think that he's an absolute twat, and I don't understand him because he's a twat, really. So, as much as you can't, when you get further into school, because I have a little god brother, he must be going on to year 8. He recently started secondary school. He's going to the secondary school I went to, and I'm hoping that he hasn't had any arguments with the teachers, because that's my job. Because I left school, so they can't really do anything about it. Um, yeah, don't argue with the teachers because they'll just get your parents involved and stuff. So if you don't like him, then just don't say anything. I should have really followed my instructions. But number 3, make loads of friends. This is, I'd say, quite critical because if you don't have any friends, then school's gonna be hell. But if you have like loads of friends, then it's gonna be bearable. It's gonna be school will be at the point where you can just bear with it. And I had a fair few amount of friends that I made some new fair amount of friends at secondary school, so it made it a little bit bearable. But other than that, if I didn't make any new friends at my secondary school, then I was just gonna ape shit. To be quite honest. Um, the fourth tip I would say is if there's any bullies, but I'm saying this, when someone bullies you, and it'll be horrible, please do not retaliate. Because if you don't respond, if you just ignore them, they will just literally go, oh, well now, I'll just pick on someone else. And the thing is, like, the reason why bullies are bullies is because they had something to them, like, something bad has happened to them in the past, and obviously they have pent up emotions which they bottled up over the years, and they just feel like they should take it out on someone else. So just, and that sounds really stereotypical, and that sounds really cheesy, and it sounds really cliched. But yeah, try and ignore them. I know it's difficult, but just ignore them. Just imagine just like uh, it's like when you get, I don't know. I know there's like, I mean, new people going to secondary school soon, but it's like when you, if you decide to get a tattoo when you're 18, the reason I'm going to use a tattoo is because it kind of helps me. Because if you ignore a bully, then they just get bored. And when you get a tattoo, that starts to itch, but you got the temptation to itch it, so you got is temptation to itch. Right, if you got temptation to itch tattoo, then you're tempted to retaliate to a bully. And I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. But if you just leave it, then it will start to get bored and do something else. I don't know, but no, I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. Fifth tip I would give is ooh, you gotta be nice to the substitute teachers. I hated cover teachers with an absolute passion. I remember I was in like year 11 and um my English teacher, he was on a course and we had this twat of a cover teacher and he thinks that he knew absolutely everything. I was like thinking, oh for fuck's sake, can you just piss off? But they just annoy me because but um you gotta be nice to them because they'll say, oh, so I heard that so and so was horrible to this cover teacher. But yeah, I'd say just be nice. They're not gonna be that long. So it's gonna be like for a day or so. Then just like just grin and bear it. It won't be for long. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. If I made this kind of video like 2 years ago, I would just have like loads of things. But bear in mind, like it's been 2 years and I can't remember. I should write it down. To be honest. Um. Sixth tip I would say is if there's a physical fight, do not join in. You can watch if you want, but as long as you don't get involved, like if you don't. Oh, there's nothing actually. Tip number 6 is do not get into any physical fights because you'll probably get excluded, an SMT, an after school detention. It'll just look bad on your record. Um, I don't think I've ever been in a physical fight, but no, I don't think I have. But yeah, if you manage not to hit anyone as much as you attempted, it'd be just easier just to walk away. I think it's safe to say that if you feel yourself building up the energy to feel like you're gonna punch someone, just stop for a minute, take a deep breath, calm down, and just walk away. Be the bigger person and walk away. I wasn't saying be the bigger man, but girls do get in fight as well. So yeah, I'd say be the bigger person and just walk away and just don't say anything. I'm trying to think. I think this one's really important. Number 7, do not give in into peer pressure. Do not give in to peer pressure. It is like I know that for a fact that peer pressure still exists today, and I think this is an example of peer pressure. So it was a couple of years ago. So I was a confused 16-year-old lad. Um, I wasn't as confused back when I was in school, but it was after I left school, I was that kind of confused. Um, anyway, it was a couple of years ago. I was in year 11, so I was 16 years old, and I don't know what the noise was. Oh, so yeah, and I'm saying this again, but sorry. Um, so I was 16. I was in a very special black jumper because at my school, if you wore black jumper, you were prefect, and I was prefect because I'm fabulous. Um, and it was getting near to the end of like the actual school, like term, like where the year 11s would just take their exams and then they would just leave. Everyone had like a day more of summer holidays because they all took a maths exam, but I had to resit my media because I failed. So I'd, it's just too complicated. I was meant to be leaving on the 30th of June 2012, but I finished on the 14th of June, and I was happy with that. That means I had an extra day of summer. Anyway, so it was getting to the prom, and the teacher was saying, "Oh, wait, you excited for prom?" And then they said to me, "Oh, are you going to prom?" I was like, "No." Like, I don't mind like being out and about and like all that, and just like socializing, but I don't socialize often. Anyway, my friends were saying to me, "Oh, Johnny, are you going to prom?" I was like, "No." I think the reason why I didn't, the actual reason why I didn't go is because I didn't like the majority of my year. There were some that I like. I had my old friends at my primary school that I got on well with, and I got on with some of the new people at my secondary school. But apart from that, nah, I didn't really care, really. And then even teachers saying to me, "Oh, why are you not going to prom?" I was like, "Because I don't fancy it. Like, I don't want to go. You can't make me go." And I spoke to my words, and actually, a day before prom, one of my friends Facebooked me, and he said, "Oh, you're not going to prom?" I was like, "No, it's not my thing." So I don't know how they're going to react when they find out I went to a ball with my actual friends. But I don't care, to be honest. I just want to enjoy myself with people that I actually do like, not being fake with people I hate. And the thing is that the difference is that at the ball, like, I can get drunk and I can do whatever because the teachers aren't there. But when it's like prom, you can't really do that, and you can't get drunk because A is 16 and B there's teachers watching, and C is like the you can't really have a good time because teachers are still like surrounding you. So yeah, people peer pressured me to go to prom, but I was like, no, I am not going. I'm not going. You can't make me, and I'm gonna stay home. And I saw spaces on Facebook saying, "Oh my god, I'm staying 2 days." I just wanted to comment, well, that's your own fucking fault. You think you had the decision to go to prom and the after party? You could have got. I mean, yeah, fair enough. You went to prom. That's fine. That's fine. But you didn't have to go to the after party, did you? Because you haven't slept for 2 days. It's just stupid. Looking back now, I do not regret not going to prom because I've actually heard like the my year at school when they went to prom, apparently it's like really badly organised and all that, and I'm just so I'm really glad I didn't go now. So yeah, don't so that's my tip number tip. Number 8, leave your essentials at home, so like your phone, because when you're at school and there is a slight chance that you could have your phone could still be on, and they will confiscate it. Like I had my phone confiscated by a bitch of a geography teacher in year 8, and I was in lunchtime detention, and I was a bitch. And in year 9, I think, yeah, um, I didn't get a lunchtime detention, but I did have my phone confiscated because my French teacher, who's absolutely lovely, said, "Oh, if you don't turn it off, I will have to confiscate it, and I'll have to give you detention." So that's when I thought, yeah, I'm gonna leave my phone at home because then I don't want to get into any of that. Because like, yeah, I won't have to get in trouble about that. So leave your phone at home because um and I think one of the years I can't remember what year I was in, but my phone went off and it was actually in a locker, my locker. So it was in my locker and I didn't realize it was still on, and I remember it was like uh 9 or something. But like the day before I went to school, I would literally just forget to switch my phone off, and I was just looking at my phone. I was like, oh shit, it's still on. So I just have to quickly turn it off and just slam it in my locker. Not like that, but just plug it in. So yeah, leave your phone at home because unless your phone comes straight in, that's fine. Number 9, yeah, because phone was number 8 and peer pressure is number 7. I'm just gonna forget what the numbers are. Number 9 is if you wear jewelry like bracelets or rings, leave them at home as well because um I started this YouTube channel. I'm not supposed to, I think it was like in 2011. So I wanted to just like show it off really. I was like, look what I'm wearing, and they just kept saying to me, oh, I should like 2 people. So I was not really um I was like very very secretive. Like only two people knew about it, which is my pinky one, this one, which I love to this day. But I showed the second person I showed was my librarian, and she said, "Oh my God, Johnny, that's absolutely lovely." And because like I go to college, and I that at least the thing I'm gonna miss with college like is like I can just it doesn't matter. Like at school they make fun like, oh you can't wear rings, you can't wear your bracelets. The only thing that you can watch it wear is your watch, and that's mm, a watch is kind of boring because everyone's got uh, the time on their phone, and I think, speaking of my phone, I think mine needs to charge up, and it's nearly 2 o'clock in the morning, so I don't know how long I'm recording this for. Oh shit, it's been away for a long time. And the thing is, like, because I go to college, like, at the moment, so from next year I won't be at college, and they have no problem with me wearing my bracelets. They got no problem with me wearing my bracelets. And I still work the best I can, and I just think it's absolutely pathetic to say, oh, you can't wear these because it might affect your education. Bollocks. It's absolutely bollocks. But when I left school, the very first thing I did was there's a little. You see that box on the bookshelf that I would turn my head, but you can obviously see it if you're watching this. I stored this bracelet in there for about a year or so. Like my mum said, oh, I can wear it on weekends, but it just wouldn't feel the same because it would be just too much aggro. So I thought, oh, I'll just wait till I actually leave school. And the summer that I left school, I got it out and I put it on my wrist, and it felt really, really cold, but I just loved it, and it just felt so nice to be wearing it. It was like, oh, that feels nice. And the thing that this one was the original one. It just had friends over the months and days and years, really, weeks. Like the only jewelry you could wear is earrings if they're uh bronze. I think it was copper or silver. I know it's silver. I don't know. I can't remember if it was either bronze or copper. I think it was copper. There'd be studs, and it'd be like a rusty brown and a silver studs, and you had to wear like a watch. You can't wear rings or bracelets, which I think is actually quite pathetic because I've been wearing rings and all that to college, and they've been fine with it. But it's because it's different rules. Um, Number 10 is get to school early. Like, do not go to school at uh, 20 past 8 because if you live like half an hour away, then you're just going to be arriving at 10 to 9, and it's not good. Um, so yeah, don't, because like some friends of I think some friends of mine they kept arriving to school late, and in my school, in my secondary school, the policy was if you turn up late three times if it's in the morning or in the afternoon. If you're late three times, you get an after-school detention. And I was trying my very best. So I would leave home about 8:05, 8:10, and it's just literally like a 5 minute walk. So I'll be there by either 10 past or 8:15. Talk to my friends. Then when it's about 8:30, get into form, and then just sit down to wait till my form tutor came in, took the register, then um then we did our lessons. Then we went home. I hated school with an absolute passion. Um, so yeah, and there was a rule which was implemented about when I was about in year 7 or 8. It was quite early on when I was at school. Um, and because we had assembly in two different areas, which was very confusing. On some days it'd be um in the main hall, which is from my form room. It wasn't that far if you had the quickest, if you know the way. And I prefer doing it in main hall because they had actual seats, so I wouldn't get pins and needles. And we had to sit in register order, which is absolute bollocks. But I did sit next to like two of my friends, so that was ace. That was ace. And they said, oh, from now on, if we're doing assembly in the main hall, if you're late, you have to sit on the stairs, which are like really, really cold. I know because I sat on them, not because um I was late for assembly, but I don't know why I sat on them because I think I was bored. And we was in the girls' PE gym thing. I don't know where it was, but it was in the girls because there was, I think it's the girls' PE room, something like that. I can't remember the name. It's been 2 years. Um, we was literally it was like primary school, so we had to sit down. We had to cross our legs. I hated crossing my legs because I would pretty much get pins and needles on a Wednesday. Like on Monday I wouldn't, but on a Wednesday I would. And that didn't help if I had PE first thing in the morning, but I don't think I did, luckily. But yeah, it was a pain in the ass. Like literally my ass went to sleep. And I actually do remember one assembly, which was absolutely hysterical. We were always about year 10, year 11. It was coming up to exams. I was thinking it was about the year 11. And a teacher at school said, look, you're obviously stressed about exams and home life, so what won't you do is just lie down on the floor. And everyone was just absolutely laughing. Apart from one girl, but she's absolutely boring. She looks like Netta from Gavin and Stacey. And she just took it serious. But we were just like, what? What's going on? We just couldn't help it. We just burst out laughing. We were just like, So we just laid on the floor thinking, oh, they're supposed to meditate us. No, we were just like, I just turned around, I was just like, what the hell? What are we doing? Oh, that was just absolutely hysterical. I just want to, if time travel was a thing, I'll just time travel to that day, if I can remember when it was. But it was 2012, so anytime 2012, I'll say about May-ish. I can't remember when. Oh, but it was absolutely hysterical. It was absolutely hysterical. So we just had to lay on the cold floor thing. I don't know what it was, and pretty much the whole assembly was just laughing because we just found it absolutely ridiculous. I was just like, red. I was just like, what? And yeah, I arrived early. Number 11. This is a bit of a weird thing, but it kind of does help. Don't look at your phone for the time, or don't look at your watch, because I'll tell you why. It makes the day slower. It really does. If you don't look at your watch, time will go a little bit faster, and then your school day will end, and that is the bit that we happily wait for. The dreaded waking up at 7 in the morning and then leaving at, in my case, 10 past 3. But yeah, it's a bit of a weird tip, and also don't look at the clocks as well. My brother actually told me this. He said, don't look at the clocks, don't look at your phone, don't look at your watch, because then the day will come. If you keep looking, then the day will just go slower, and you'll just be at hell even more. But if you don't look at them, it will just go faster, and then you'll be home time as soon as night. Um, 11th tip. Wait, I'm trying to think. I think this is 11th. No, the time was 11th. So 12th tip is. I'm trying to think of the 12th tip. This is gonna be a really very long video. I just sense it. I don't know. And the 12th tip is just be yourself. Don't change for anyone. Like, if someone doesn't like you because just the way that you are, then just say, don't do that, don't do that. Then just laugh it off. Just be like, whatever. So I hope that helped you because it is actually pretty scary to think that it's actually September tomorrow. I know that because I'm going to college on Friday. So goody. And then I'll know my timetable and I'll update you when I'm going to be in college so that I'll let you know when those are the days that I'm not making videos, which is an absolute shame. So quite love me and leave you. If these tips helped you, please give them a like. Comment down below if you've got any more tips that I've missed out, or if you just want to add. That's fine. Subscribe if you mean well, and like me on Facebook. Bye.